I want everybody to raise their, look at this man here, Bill. William Bill Rice. If you think you look 80 years old, raise your hand. Okay, good. Now look at me. I'm 75. Do I look 75? Okay, Chief, get him. Go get him now. But listen, Bill and I, we started together back in here. I'm going back in the 60s now. In the 60s where, Bill, I'm going to make you some names and I want to see if you remember this organization. Stanford Gaines, a.k.a. McDonald. Wilbur McReynolds, Floyd P. McElwain, Harry Brown, William Bill Currens, Melvin Howe, a.k.a. Frog, Artis Haverett, William Billy Rice, George E. Hogan, and Albert Shelton. What was that? What organization? Come on, Bill. We put on 2 style shows and 3 cabarets. The Jets, you got it. Now this was back in the 60s. And how did we meet and pick these people? I don't know. I have no idea how we got together. And we had our meetings, you know where? At your fabulous apartment in Highland Park. Come on now. In Highland Park. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Highland Park, man, I tried to get in and couldn't get in there. It was so full. Now, his neighbor was Bill Currens, right across the hall, right? Right. And we would go to his house, these men, and we would have club meetings. Bill, I couldn't say nothing bad that you did. Nothing. I have never heard this man say a bad word. Me and Floyd tried to figure out where he worked at because he would come, he had his white outfit on, white lab coat, white shoes and white pants. We couldn't, Floyd said, well, he looked like a doctor. They were afraid to ask him. And we found out and caught you coming out of doctor's hospital one day, and they said you worked in the morgue. Was that true? For a short time, you did. You were the technician in the morgue. Well, that was the biggest secret in town. You never knew when you worked at. But then back when we had this style show, and Bill would come to our meetings, and Bill would sit there just as quiet, but he always had something good to say about our organization. I called Bill Currens. He was on the golf team. He was on a golf course down in Florida. He's a pro golfer now. Bill Currens, I said, Bill, give me something. Give me something bad that Bill, you live by. Give me something. I gotta speak. Give me something. He said, George, I can't think of anything. The only thing I know, that he married the prettiest woman in Canada. That's Bill Currens. Now, babe, that was after you got it. You're the prettiest now. But I just want to say this about Bill, and he's been a wonderful husband, grandfather, maybe great-grandfather. Are you great-grandfather yet? But you do not age. You do not love it. You just keep on. God is good to you. And
2 stories that I heard. One, when you were in a biology class over at Washington School, and the teacher was talking about the fact that a whale cannot swallow a human being. And she was very emphatic about this when you raised your hand and said, whoa, 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 Jonah was swallowed by a whale. And the teacher looked and she goes, no, Bill, you don't understand. A whale cannot swallow a human being. And you said, well, when I get to heaven, I'm going to ask him. And the teacher said, well, what if he's down there? And then Bill said, then you ask him. Bill, this is interesting. You were born before television, before penicillin, before polio shots, frozen food, Xerox, plastic, contact lenses, frisbees, and the pill. You were before radar, credit cards, split atoms, laser beams, and ballpoint pens. Before pantyhose, dishwashers, electric blankets, drip dry clothes, and before man walked on the moon. You got married first and then you lived together. In your time, closets were for clothes, not for coming out of them. Bunnies were small rabbits, and rabbits were not Volkswagens. Having a meaningful relationship meant getting along well with our cousins. You thought fast food was when you ate during Lent, and outer space was at the back of the Outer Drive Theater. You were before house husbands, gay rights, computer dating, dual careers, and daycare centers, and group therapy. You never heard of FM radio, tape decks, artificial hearts, word processors, yogurt, and guys wearing earrings for your time-sharing togetherness. You were before computers and condominiums. A chip meant a piece of wood. Hardware meant hardware. And software wasn't even a word. In 1940, made in Japan meant junk. And the term making out referred to how you did on your exam. Pizza, McDonald's, and instant coffee were unheard of. You hit the scene when there were 5 and 10 cent stores where you bought things for 5 and 10 cents. For 1 nickel, you could ride a streetcar, make a phone call, buy a Pepsi, or mail 1 letter and 2 postcards. You could buy a new Chevy Coupe for $600, but you couldn't afford one. A pity too, gas was 11 cents a gallon. In your day, cigarette smoking was fashionable, grass was mowed, Coke was a cold drink, and pop was something you cooked in. Rock music was a grandmother's lullaby, and AIDS were helpers in the principal's office. My dearest Bill, God bless you, and happy 80th birthday.
What grand occasion. My, to get a secret over on you is amazing. I am excited because earlier today, I was able to share with my husband. I said, I think one of the plans and the purposes of being married, having children, is to send them away and to have an empty nest. I said, but really, that isn't the plan or the purpose. That's not what God intended. How wonderful it is to have extended family, and to have family indeed that love us and want to come back home, and want to do such a grand thing. How wonderful it is that God has left you here to be able to not only share with your children, but your grandchildren, and you have some great grands. How wonderful that is. I'm excited about it. Every time I look at my husband, I say, haven't we already done this? But how much better we're learning how to do it is great. And that's the same for you all. I want to say that over the years, it has truly been a blessing to know the Wrights family. We feel like a part of the family. And we thank you for allowing us into so many intimate moments. We don't take it for granted, but we are very, very grateful for your love and all that you have given. And so happy birthday to you. God bless you.
Thank you. I'd like to say this. Bill Rice, You are two of the most wonderful people we've met in our life. God allowed us to cross paths just before 1992, and it's been growing ever since. Bill, you are a blessed man. You're anointed to do what you've done. And we're very grateful as I look at the entourage of people that have gathered here today to celebrate your years and to give you honor. It is such a privilege to be able to stand here before you and say to the Lord, thank you for Bill Rice and his wonderful family. May God bless you, keep you, and strengthen you throughout the years to come. God bless you.
Bill and I go back a long ways. The only thing I can't top what he said. But Bill and I decided one day to become educated. So we, you remember that? Bill had a car and we run that thing up and down the I-77, Akron for a couple of years there. It was a 4-cylinder Pontiac that used more gas than my cars. We did a lot of fishing together. Just friends. I always appreciated you. I've always thought about you. I thought you were one of the greatest guys I ever. I appreciate you, friend of yours.
Yes, we do go way back. My name is Jerry, and we found some old pictures, and on the picture it said 1965. Remember our trip to Niagara Falls? The Rices had 4 daughters, and we had 2 sons. And I think my 2 sons were in love with all 4 of them. You guys know. But we had great times. Bill had said, next year let's take another trip together. Let's go out west. We're going to go out to California and we're going to take a train ride. Well, we never got an opportunity to take that train ride, Bill, not until 2007. And boy, did we miss it. It was really nice. The one thing I can say, Bill and our reunion were always about family, and we thought, you know, we want to raise our children the same way, and they were such a good role model. Bill I've known all my life because we all grew up together down around Cherry Street in Massillon. And for those of you who live in Canton, Massillon had a Cherry Street too. And, but George Hogan, who said, Bill always wore white and nobody knew exactly what he did. Well, I worked for 2 neurosurgeons. I knew exactly what he and Paul Whitehurst did. He also worked in surgery in the laboratory at Mercy Medical. And so one day, Dr. Bird said, we're going to go down to the dog lab. I got some new instruments. I want to try them out. And I said, dog lab? What's that? Well, underneath the emergency room at Mercy Hospital, there was a dog lab where they did a lot of experimental surgeries on the dogs. So I went down, got everything all ready, and when I walked in, there was Bill. After a while, there was Paul Whitehurst. I'm thinking, what are they doing now? Then I looked over, and Bill's pumping the anesthesia bag. You know what I'm talking about. So, and I thought, oh my goodness. Bill and Paul, one's an anesthesiologist and the other one's a surgeon. You remember that? Many a day we go down there, and then I found out later on they worked in the laboratory, but they were so well respected by the sisters, the nuns of the church, and all of the doctors, the anesthesiologists. They all really had nothing but good things to say about Bill and Paul, and what wonderful people. And like you read, the character was just so great, and I was so proud to be able to work and to know them. However, when I had to have surgery, I said, don't let them do a frozen section. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you.
But it doesn't seem good enough. I can say that you're kind, but that would miss the mark. I can say that you're beautiful, but to me you are so much more. How do I communicate exactly who you are? I'm trying to convey the sentiments of my heart and say I truly do appreciate the way you brighten up my day. I can't find the words to describe you. It would take a million years. It would take a million years to explain the way I feel. You are the epitome. You are the epitome of everything I'll ever need. I'm so in awe of you. Lord, you leave me speechless. Now if I had the time, I would go down the line, say all the things that captivate my heart. Really, I'm not aware of words I can't compare. How do I communicate exactly who you are? I'm trying to convey the sentiments of my heart and say I really do appreciate the way you brighten up my day. I can't find the words to describe you. It would take a million years. It would take a million years to explain the way I feel. You are the epitome. You are the epitome of everything I ever need. I'm so in awe of you. Lord, you leave me speechless. Oh, I've traveled every corner of my mind. Yes, I did. And found there's no expression that can define the way you made for me throughout the hands of time. I'm searching for the words to say. Gonna take my breath I can't find the words to describe you. It would take a million years. It would take a million years to explain the way I feel. You are the epitome. You are the epitome of everything I'll ever need. I'm so in awe of you. Lord, you leave me speechless. Lord, you leave me speechless. Lord, you leave me speechless. If I had 10,000 tongues, I couldn't say enough. If I can't say a word, then I'll just wave my hand. I'll just wave my hand and say, oh, I'm so in awe of you. Lord, you leave me speechless.
See, your presence itself opportunity to mention that each one of you in my presence. I love each and every one of you. I'll let the world.
He started to say he's going to allow the boss to speak, but it's not so. He is the boss. I allow him to speak. But the last caption that I saw said, "To God be the glory." And it's only through the grace of God that we're here tonight. He has guided my family, and my husband as the head, and he has guided us all of these years. We look at each other and we say, when did we get here? When did we get this old? But we're so grateful. We love all of you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. And I love you. Happy birthday.
I think the sisters have you going up on the stage right now. So, would you welcome Pop Rice? I call him Pop Rice. Real Rice, as you know.